Greetings all. This is Yadaza here, Yadaza L, or Yadaza Akasha, and I have here Arjenis, also known as Ready4R.
Greetings.
What's going on? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, and also along with Ready for R, people just call me R as well. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. How are you?
I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling really good, and so good that I wanted to kind of interview you or talk to you, pick your brain a little. I'm wondering like what's going on, what's up, where you been? Like I see you've been off the scene for quite some time, and like first of all, for the people listening that do not know who you are, please let them know.
Cool. All right. My name's Arjenis, and we gotta start this over.
Why?
We gotta start this over.
No, keep going.
My name's Arjenis, and 'cause I feel like this question was already answered, like the introduction was there. So.
Oh, I was gonna ask you
Yeah,
why you
like-
felt that way, but no, let people know who you are. For those who do not know you, yes,
Oh,
your
okay.
name is Arjenis.
All right, my name's Arjenis, and if you're tuning in for the first time, this is the Ready for R program. Ready for R means ready for remedy, ready for resolution, ready for revolution, and also for those that could not pronounce my actual name, R is for short. So yes, young man from Brooklyn, New York, and actually currently I'm in Honduras. Now that's a story in itself, and I love for us to go into that another time. But not now.
Okay, so ready for R. That's pretty awesome, pretty dope. Ready for remedy, ready for resolution. Now, what exactly is ready for R? Like what is ready for R?
All right, Ready for R, when it started, it was a platform to address social ills in the so-called black community. And I also wanted to highlight coonery. Like that's what it really started out as in my mind. It was just a place to highlight functionality in the black community and also those that are opposing what could be functional. You know, any type of anything that would be in opposition to progress. You know, that was the focus. So ready for revolution. And at the time I was heavily influenced by a brother by the name of Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed, he started what's called the Hidden Colors documentaries, and those things focus on history and various aspects of black culture in a sense, or what do we call black culture, or what's known as black culture, around the entire world. So I watched that. I was infatuated with it, and what I did was I started to investigate and research who were the people being featured in this documentary. And from there, I found or discovered what's known as the conscious community. And being from New York, those people that subscribe to that form of thinking, they conglomerate in like Harlem. So I went to Harlem and I met some really knowledgeable people. And me myself, I had my own opinions and knowledge as well. At the same time, I was like, wow, these people, they have even more or vast amount of knowledge on specific topics. And I felt it was a tragedy if they weren't necessarily being featured. I felt these people should be heard, along with myself. So I fell in love with the atmosphere of the conscious community. So I felt like a guest in the conscious community, but it also felt like a piece of home as well because it was so welcoming and so loving and me, I like to learn, so I'd be there and I learned a whole lot. So Ready for R became a platform where I began to feature people that had a wealth of knowledge in the angle of creating solutions to social ills. So that's what Ready for R developed to be. You know, it developed to, that's what it appeared to be. A place where people could come and watch my videos, watch my conversations and interviews, and I featured some really cool intellectual people that had a remedy for social ill. That's what it looked like.
Wow. Okay. And first of all, I want to say that's beautiful. It's amazing. Sounds like you really go after what you want.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
And are you currently active in your Ready for R
All right, well,
mission?
Ready for R became very, 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 I'd say very popular at a fast rate. And I was doing it out of a passion. I was doing it for fun, really. And it hasn't necessarily been active. I have been active on Facebook, and if anyone would like to find me, my name is Arjenis Cooper. That's Arjenis, last name Cooper, Cooper. I'm more active on Facebook as myself, as opposed to R. But I haven't been active with the videos. Now, why is that? At some point, Ready for R started to feel more like a job than something I was doing out of a passion. You know, it's all calling in a sense. It started to feel like a job. So, and that job wasn't necessarily paying the bills. So I had to wait. Am I gonna do Ready for R and not receive the direct finances that would carry me over to the next month, next day, next week, or do I get 9 to 5? You know, I really love doing it, but really, like I said, it wasn't necessarily paying the bills. So at the time, the beauty about Ready for R was that, here's the flat out truth, I was unemployed when I started Ready for R, you know, and it was a beautiful thing. And why I say it was beautiful is because it allowed me and gave me the time to really, really just sit down and cultivate and create. You know, I discovered a talent or discovered a calling through Ready for R, and not having to concern my mind and my thoughts with going to work per se. It allowed me to touch the hearts and minds of other people, and that's what I really, really, truly enjoy. You know, I enjoy that. And to be clear, just for even more specificity, I was on unemployment, so I was receiving some monetary gains by that. So I could do Ready for R and still have enough money to take me and buy certain things that I would need, whether it be a new lens or a mic or whatever I needed to continue the videos. I would do that. But yeah, with the Ready for R, why it slowed down, there's a couple of reasons. The fact that it started to feel like a job, I felt like I was forcing myself to do videos because I would have conversation with people who have purposes that I would discover that is not necessarily in alignment with me. So people love the fact that I come around, I found interest in whatever it is they were doing, but it just was some conversations just weren't in alignment with my heart and my purpose. At this point, I want to highlight those that assisted me with cultivating Ready for R. I'll say one community would be the Hebrew community, who they took me in a sense, and they were probably one of the most loving or outwardly welcoming communities to me. You know, and they showed a very I want to say brotherhood. I'm not necessarily Hebrew, but I could see why one would want to join their faction from the space of love when they're in their quarters. I know on the streets, a lot of them they propagate a lot of aggressive energy, but behind the scenes there is very much a brotherhood and a sisterhood that they cultivate behind the scenes. And I featured some of their those behind the scenes times on my page. They granted me access. At the same time, the truth is a lot of what they propagate wasn't necessarily in alignment with my journey. And one thing that I can't do, I can't deny my heart. There's others that would want me to feature their information on my page, and it started to become a burden. So I couldn't do that. And what I truly discovered is that, why did I really start Ready4R? Why did I start Ready4R? Who's R? Who's R, Yadaza? Did you say you? Who's R? I'm R. I'm R.
I just got confused on who was interviewing who. That's all. I'm just like, wait a minute. Hey, what's going on here? Okay.
All right. So yeah. So I obviously,
Let's do that over. Who's R? Who's ready for R?
Right. So I'm R, and who's ready? It'll be me. I'm ready for me. And I don't want to draw out a story, but ultimately, my journey and my spiritual journey, my heart's journey, is to discover self. And through that self, I did put myself in position to discover, in alignment to discover certain information. At the same time, I have to discover myself. So I could not just utilize my platform to just feature other people. I found, like, there's a brother, much love and respect to this brother, because this brother is a huge inspiration to myself. And I want to say he resonates very much so with Malcolm X. This brother's name is Dr. Ali Muhammad. And I remember when I'm going to go into the stories of myself and Dr. Ali Muhammad, as well as the Hebrews and other personas that were featured on my page as well in a separate video.
I can't wait for those.
Yes, and hopefully, if you're open to it, we'll converse about that together as well. Yadaza.
Yes, get inside.
Right. So I just want to briefly say what happens is, in regards to me discovering myself, I would feature Dr. Ali, and people would believe that the Ready4R channel was his channel. And I get these emails, even to this day, I get emails, and it'd be like really addressing Ali. And when it first started, I would forward him the email or let him know or whatever. But then it became a little bit much, because my popularity, or the page's popularity, was becoming so popular. I started to feel like I was more like his secretary. And he didn't ask me to be a secretary or anything like that, but I started to feel that way, and it was annoying. I would check my notifications, and it would be something in regards to Ali. Then I would check my notifications, it would be something in regards to the Hebrews, and I'd send those emails, and it was just a bit much. And I felt, if I'm going to even cooperate like this, we need to come to some form of agreement where either we're working together directly on this, or there's a direct payment, because people were literally benefiting through me, and I wasn't necessarily receiving that monetary gain. So again, my spirit, the title of the channel is Ready4R, so it's really ready for me, and I had to get to a space where I'm cultivating myself directly, and then inspiring others to cultivate themselves as well. And that's more so what my journey is. And in my absence, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. I had to take a pause for various reasons, but spiritually, I'd say it was for me to truly cultivate myself, and that's what I'm continuing to do now. and it's time for a resurgence of that and to feature myself. And if I'm going to be featuring anyone else besides myself, it would have to be someone or persons or people in my immediate space that are directly in partnership for the goals that I'd like to propagate and live. And currently is the theme of my life is attracting and manifesting self-sustainability in all aspects that can be captured. Now, I've been speaking for quite some time, Yadaza. Is there any question you'd like to interject?
Well, first I want to snap.
All right.
I want to snap because I just was like, oh my goodness, I was so moved. I was so moved by that self-realization of, going through the journey of Ready4R and realizing it was really ready for you. And how you want to inspire people through your experiences. So.
Oh, okay, so we snapping?
Snaps, yes, I love it. I do, I really love it. I love it. I don't have any questions that would be for this video, but I have questions for all of the juicy details of things that went on and your story for Ready4R, and I'm just excited. I'm excited about about this. Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm excited too, and I'm excited. I want to first thank you for encouraging me to do this. For really, really, really encouraging me to do this because it's necessary. And I want to thank all of the viewers. And we aren't shooting this with a video. We're doing audio, and I want to give thanks to those that are listening. Because more than likely, I mentioned that we're in Honduras, and we're no longer in the States. So some of the things that you guys, if you guys are continued subscribers and supporters, you're used to the visuals, and due to certain circumstances, we're going to be pushing the audio. And when we can do visuals, we'll do that as well. But right now, we're going to push it more of a podcast feel. And just stick around and stay tuned. Like our videos and share them because we're back and we're moving forward.
Yes, and make sure you subscribe as well.
Yes. Now, Yadaza, you are interviewing me, but still, this is it comes natural. I want for you to say exactly where people can find you so they can see you and feel you. Your Instagram, your Facebook.
I don't know if I want them to feel me. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
It was all energy transfer. You can find me on Facebook. My name is Yadaza L. It's spelled Yadazael. You could also find me on Instagram, and my Instagram is Yadaza _
All right, and myself, obviously, READY, the letter, the number. I always say that. READY, the number 4, and the letter R. That's Ready4R on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and on Facebook. Ready4R as well, and also Arjenis Cooper. That's ARJENIS, last name Cooper. So thank you for sticking around and share the video. Let the world know that the R is back, and it's going to be more personal. It's a personal journey, and we're here.
Yes, and if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, love button, all that. Much love to you. Peace.